that.
No, I'm very grateful to you, Alec. I know I don't have any authority to poach or interfere. Just appreciate the cooperation.
Listen, I'm only too happy to let you Sassanites deal with your own peculiar brand of criminals. We don't have too many terrorists in the Trossachs, you know.
How did your special branch take to the idea of me poking my nose in?
I told them we were old friends and I owed you a favor. I made it sound like Scots condescension to a foreigner, you know. Well, that seemed to cheer them up a wee bit. Apart from the odd grumble here and there, they should be all right. And you could leave a couple of bottles on the table on your way back.
Yeah, a couple of bottles of Irish.
Oh. Now, who the hell's that?
Good morning. Chief Superintendent Franks?
Yes?
And you must be Chief Constable Ware.
That's correct. And you, sir?
SIS, Captain Percival. I was told I would find you both up here.
Who by?
A little bird. I forget the species. A wonderful place. One forgets.
You here for the shooting?
No, fishing for the moment. It would be nice to avoid the shooting. Gentlemen, I'm here to inform you that my service is taking over this little affair.
The signature's genuine, I presume?
I would ask you both to be discreet about my presence here, at any rate for the time being. Is that understood?
I'll do what I can, sir. And the name was?
Percival. Thank you, Chief Constable. Mr. Franks, will you join me at my car?
All right, then. I'll see you later.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Alec.
Drink, Mr. Franks? Now, let's get down to business. Let me begin by saying that I fully understand your ill-concealed resentment. In your shoes, I would have felt the same. But this thing is bigger than both of us, as they say. Mr. Meadows, your predecessor, and I had an effective working relationship. I intend that you and I shall have the same. You've already made an important contribution to this. Your inquiries in Paris and Wiesbaden alerted us to something that we had overlooked, and we are properly grateful.
And how do you visualize my subordinate role, sir?
I'm coming to that, but first I want to show my gratitude by telling you that Gabriel de Faujas is still under threat of assassination. And we know who is likely to carry it out. Or rather, we have a short list of 2 possible assassins.
Why do you need me?
Because the best way to find and terminate is methodical police work. And nobody does it better than your department.
And you lot pop up at the last moment and dip the bread in the gravy. No, thank you.
You have no choice, Chief Superintendent. Higher authority dictates to us both. Now, who do you want with you?
Chief Inspector Perry, Inspector Clark, WPC Baker, and Alec Ware as liaison with all Scottish forces, special branches.
Done. Now, the next thing is to find a central headquarters.
Alec.
Yep.
Can you arrange for us to work somewhere locally?
Just a moment, Mr. Franks. I've already earmarked the lounge of the Rannoch Hotel. That's the one by the station. There were only 2 guests there, and they're prepared to abandon the quiet of Rannoch for the flesh pots of Pitlochry. They should be on their way now. I'll see you there.
The Rannoch Hotel.
Yes, chilly this morning. I think I'll light the fire.
Not especially for me, please.
Oh, no, I can feel it myself. My knees and my back always tell me when autumn's on the way. Funny, it must be early this year. Usually comes late up here. Something to do with the Gulf Stream, I think. Oh.
You want to know why I'm here, I guess.
Only if you want to tell me.
Those years ago when we worked together in the Middle East. They seem so far away now. Don't even remember what it was that brought us there. They were good years.
Oh, yes, they were. God, you were so young and so elegant. That army captain, what was his name?
Tadros. Abdel-Nur Tadros. I think it meant beloved of God.
Yes, and he was convinced that you were going to embrace Islam and become his wife. All those wretched people coming from everywhere with their wide-eyed children and their sores and their hunger. That was before we became involved. Why are you here, Gabrielle?
It's not easy to answer.
You haven't changed your views.
Not in principle. But I no longer agree with the method. I can't.
Well, if he's playing golf in Annecy, he's not likely to be our man, sir, is he?
No, unless he's a very cool customer and has it together much better than we have, which wouldn't be difficult. No, my guess is that our potential assassin is looking for Gabrielle just as anxiously as we are. He had a head start, that's all.
Could make the difference, sir.
Yes, it could. All right, let's concentrate on the other one. Constant Delangre. That his real name?
Apparently, we know nothing about him other than what Interpol has sent us and what Captain Percival has passed on. I don't think the French are too happy about our presence on this one, sir.
Oh, not surprised. Personable-looking chap. What did they give us?
Age, description, aliases, basic info, nothing more, sir.
Danny back yet?
He said he was going to call back to the station on his way back, sir. There is this report from London. Apparently, the French have got themselves in a twist. It's gone to government level.
Someone opened his big mouth.
I imagine so. The gendarmes stopped showing any interest. They shunted it off onto the judiciaire. Now they've clammed up.
What's this? I thought there was enough crime in Scotland to keep you busy. Or has Captain Percival been treading on your tail? Oh, by the way, Chief Constable Ware, this is Chief Inspector Perry.
How do you do,
thinks
sir?
he's my right hand.
Look, I brought you these over. I have 100-odd men out making inquiries. As you can see, it's slow work, but necessary.
2 leads, sir. A woman answering the description of Gabrielle was seen walking the streets of Aberfeldy on Tuesday morning. They haven't found her yet. And a woman registered in the Hotel Drummond in Stirling late on Monday evening. The local force are interviewing her now.
Steady. Ooh, that's quite a walk.
Yeah, it's rough country until you make the road, especially at night. Aberfeldy, now, that is easier. She could get a lift.
Ah, now, this is the left hand. Inspector Clark, Chief Constable Ware.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
The bloke at the railway station says he thinks a foreign woman bought a ticket on Tuesday.
Thinks? Doesn't he bloody well know?
Well, it wasn't him that sold the ticket. It was the station master's turn to do the tickets that day. There's only 2 of them since the cutbacks. I've got men out looking for the station master, but he's gone fishing, and we don't know where. But we'll find him.
I fancy I know where I'll be fishing.
Oh, after you, sir.
Excuse me, George. Do you know this woman, or have you seen it before?
Oh, I've never seen her before.
You have?
Oh, no.
Well, perhaps. Can I leave this photograph with you? If she does come in, could you possibly telephone the police officer?
Certainly, of course he will.
Thank you, George.
Inquiries with this woman is kind of going about. So, she's interested.
I think I can tell we could manage something better than this.
At least the coffee's good.
Coffee, thank God for small mercy.
And coffee.
Good God, it is good.
It's for you, Chief Superintendent. Says it's personal.
Personal. Can't be the wife, then. Franks? Who? Oh, yes, I remember. But I... 3 o'clock. All right, yes. How long will it take to drive to Glasgow?
Oh, over an hour, sir. I don't know, I haven't driven it. Bob, how long to drive to Glasgow?
Oh, it'll allow a couple of hours. There's queues of traffic round Loch Lomond. You'd be better to go to Stirling and take the motorway.
Thank you, Sergeant. I suppose I'd better go now. Hold the fort, John. This might be important.
Do you want me to drive you, sir?
No, I'll do this one myself. My name's Franks. I believe there's a gentleman waiting to see you.
Yes, it's true.
Thank you.
That's phase 1 local circulation, sir.
John, take Jean for a walk round the garden. Sergeant, you and your colleagues go and have a smoke. I want a word with Captain Percival, privately. Now, let's have a few things out on the table, shall we? Just how much do you know about this Gabrielle?
Rather a lot, actually.
This woman who poses as a bloody saint. She's part of a terrorist setup. It's been in existence for more than a decade. You damn well know that, don't you?
May one ask where you obtained this intelligence?
Let's just say a Libyan dissident.
Chief Superintendent, this is a matter of great delicacy from many points of view. Her Majesty's government is committed to certain attitudes. I'm afraid I can't be more specific. And we must move with the utmost care.
I'm not asking you for a public statement.
What precisely have you heard?
That our Gabrielle has been using her refuge organization as a front for terrorism. She trained for it in Libya. That dead pilot, Verba, was on her payroll, had been for 10 years. What I don't understand is why.
Yes, it is rather complicated. The first thing for you to understand, Mr. Franks, is that the lady in question is what she claims to be. She actually does protect and sustain refugees out of human warmth and conviction. No one can or does deny that. Did your informant? Exactly. Unfortunately, as you now know, there is more to it. And though Gabrielle might claim to have been without political involvement, reality forbids such a charitable thought. She may have been recruited in Moscow. She supported Black September, Red Brigades. Oh, all the thuggery that you can dredge up from the sewers of politics. Predictably, she acted against the Americans, ourselves, the West Germans, the French. Anyone still committed, however imperfectly, to the democratic virtues. Her organization was the ideal cover. She had every reason to be in Libya, Somalia, Beirut. As Saint Gabrielle, it was even acceptable for her to consort with an evil old priest exiled in France, whose sole purpose in life was to raise the green flag of holy war and impale the Shah's head on a spear.
If you knew all this, why the hell did you let her get away with it?
For 3 reasons. First, regrettably, we haven't known it long. Secondly, we realized that to expose her would not be all that simple.
Why not?
Well, think of the international outcry, what the French would make of it. Third, and crucially, we learned that she had had a change of heart.
Oh, you mean she suddenly got sick of all the killing after all those years? Pardon me if I don't weep for her.
Indeed, the problem is that her masters don't permit one of their coven to defect. Once a terrorist, always a terrorist. Hence the assassin on her track.
Any reason why we shouldn't let him kill her?
Yes, there is. There seems a chance that she may want to tell us about her old friends.
Who told you that?
Un petit oiseau. A little French bird this time.
So, we want her to talk, is that it?
In a nutshell.
Hello there, Andy. Rising?
Now, they were until you came and frightened them off.
And you won't mind coming and answering a few questions?
I wasn't swiggling, Chief Constable. Honest, man, I was only taking a
Well,
wee...
forget all about that, Andy. Just you come along with me for a wee while. This gentleman wants to talk to you.
Hello.
He's from London.
Oh, aye.
Come on, Andy, this way. Governor, the Chief Constable's compliments. This is the station master. I think you better listen to what he has to say.
Did you catch anything?
Aye, but this young fella made me leave them outside. Can I trust a policeman? It's a fine wee grills.
Right, now, Andy, you just tell the Chief Superintendent exactly what you told me.
Aye, well, it was a Tuesday morning, you see. I was taking my turn at the ticket office. There's only young Davy and me
the
nowadays.
woman, Andy. No, Andy, just the woman.
Aye, well, she was French, I think. She spoke the English, but she had a wee bit of the parlez-vous in her voice. I ken that right well.
Was this the woman?
Aye, could be. Aye, that might be. She had a wee case with her. We don't get many folk on the early morning train.
How early?
Oh, the milk train, man. 7-5 weekdays. Saturdays accepted. There's no trains at all on the Sabbath, not anymore.
Where did she buy a ticket for?
In Verlossie. I told her brother that when he called looking for her.
You never
What
said
brother?
anything
Now,
about...
just a minute. A man came with her?
Oh, no, he came later. The next day, I think it was. His sister had left the hotel without saying where she was going. That's what he said.
Was that him?
Aye, that's him. He was French, too.
French sisters usually have French brothers. It's neater and prevents a language barrier.
Aye. Will there be anything else?
No, sir. You've been very helpful. Thank you. Johnny. Jean, get this over to the station. I want copies of it to all police in the area and, let's say, 20 miles radius of Inverlossie. Where in God's name is that?
Here we are.
Oh. Ask the Chief Constable to talk to his opposite number in Strathclyde. Explain the position and ask for immediate assistance. You know the sort of thing.
Sir.
Get me Captain Percival.
It was not possible to continue. After you left us, it wasn't the same. But we managed. The girls were so nice and worked so hard.
Oh, they worked hard because you did. I mean, you couldn't just sit back and take it easy while Gabrielle worked her fingers to the bone. Oh, how shocked they were when they saw what they had to deal with. Do you remember that first batch that arrived from the Lebanon? Blocked here and blocked there just because they had no papers. I mean, they didn't know they were supposed to have papers. Nobody had told them. All they knew was that they were hungry and their families were sick. Oh, they were awful. Repulsive. Covered in sores and filth. It was only you who could bring yourself to kiss the leper. You just don't know how we all worshipped you.
I had to do something. Fight the reasons for such conditions. There seemed to be only one way. Now, I think I was wrong. What did I do but create more dispossessed, more amputations, more deaths? Become sick to my stomach with my own activities. Dear God, is there no end to such things?
No, there can be no end. Not for anyone. Least of all for us.
But you.
Me? Oh. They let me go because I was just a sick old woman, an embarrassment. They let me go because I didn't matter. Didn't know enough anyway.
You found peace, Agatha.
Peace. Oh, I suppose you could say that. I don't. The doctor doesn't. The locals just think I'm a poor old woman who goes off a rocker from time to time, but it's quite harmless. Have you seen the ruins out by the waterside yet?
Yes, I walked round before breakfast. Are you building something?
Building. No, I'm not building. I'm excavating.
We've got our first real lead. It's your man, Delangre. I'm pretty sure the man answering his description has been seen here in Rannoch.
Has he, by Jove? Do we know where he is now?
No, not exactly, but Gabrielle bought a ticket for Inverlossing. Our man has a car. He's only a day behind. We've got to move fast. The Strathclyde police are being admirably helpful, not putting up any shutters.
I should hope not.
Oh, they could, you know.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, let us be grateful in an imperfect world for any evidence that the race memories of Bannockburn and Culloden have faded into the mists.
Can we get back to business?
Yes.
Thank you. Alec Ware's arranged for our HQ to be moved to Inverlossy Police Station. They got men out now looking for Gabrielle. Not the man for the moment. We'll keep it simple. If we find one, we probably found the other. This man Delangre, is he just a bomber? Or does he have other talents?
He's a first-class marksman. We think he picked off Senor Valdez in '68 and Efra Bagradian at the Munich Olympics. Our French cousins take him very seriously indeed.
Danny, get on to Glasgow Airport passport control. Check out all entrants from the continent the last 48 hours. French passports first, then the rest. Let's find out what name he's using. Did Gabrielle pick out Inverlossy with a pin, do you think? Or does she have a reason to be in that area?
I can't answer that, but I'll set the ball rolling, see what we can come up with.
Yeah, you do that. If she has a reason, a contact, chances are our Mr. Delangre will know it. Franks. Yes, Ali. When was that? Yep. Did he? Yeah. Well, your men are sharp, I must say. Yeah. Well, even so, you tell them I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Alec.
Anything I should know?
Oh, only in passing. Just the dull, everyday, routine police work. Not your cup of tea. Delangre's here, all right. Is Danny still here?
He's just left, sir.
Ah, right. Put it on the police frequency. Get him back. No point in bothering with passport control. We know he's here. Our man purchased a hunting rifle from John Dixon's in Glasgow yesterday. Had a license and he paid cash. Gave his name as Courvert. Implied he was deer stalking. Luckily, the police received reports of all purchases with license particulars. Normally, they're registered monthly, but it just so happened to be the day for sending them in. One of the clerks spotted it, and they sent a man round with a photo. It was him.
So, now we have an assassin with a hunting rifle heading for Inverlossy.
We're running out of time.
No, there's no record of any monastery here or any other kind of religious house. But there was a tradition that 2 monks lived here about the 15th century.
Why did you start digging? Surely there is nothing to find.
Well, I had my reasons. Besides, it gave me something to do.
It's a beautiful place, Agatha. I envy you. It'd be nice to just melt away. Never go back to the world out there. Wish I could.
They won't let you rest, ever. He'll detail someone to find you and kill you. You know that.
Yes, I know that.
Come in.
Letter for you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.